In Service Manager, counters are used to, well, count. For example, by default, whenever an incident is created in Service Manager, it will be assigned a corresponding incident number. This number automatically goes up by 1 every time a new incident is created. This is considered a counter. In a separate common business case, customers sometimes adjust the incident counter to activate every time an incident or service request gets submitted. In this module, we'll cover how to set up a counter. Before we get started, let's consider a hypothetical business case for creating a new counter. Your company has migrated its incident data with its old numbers from its previous ITSM environment into Service Manager. However, management wants to create a replacement counter field to represent the new tickets that will be entered into the new system in order to set the count back at 1.
First, open the configuration console. Then select the search icon and select Counters.
Next, select Add New. A new Counters record opens. In the name field, we'll type the name of our new counter, RMA number. We'll be using this counter name in other areas before we're finished, so we'll hit Ctrl-C to copy it. Since we'll be using the getNextCounter function, we want to make sure our base value is set at 0. This way, when we create a new record and it gets the next counter number, that number will be 1. Lastly, we'll set our increment value to 1. This configuration determines what value will populate with each new incident record or business object you create.
Click Save.
Now that our new counter has been generated, we need to create a number field in the incident business object. Navigating to the incident business object, select Fields, Add New, Number. Next, we'll enter in the field name and display name. Then adjust the total number of digits to 3, and precision, which determines the number of decimal points, to 0, in order to make it a whole number. Lastly, scroll down to the bottom of the page and select Add this field, and click Save. Now that we've created a new field for our counter, we can add it to the form that can be accessed in our incident layout. To get started, click the Layout tab, then select Incident Layout.Service Desk. Scroll to the bottom of the page, select Form View, then click the pencil icon to edit. Now we need to locate the new field we just created. So we'll open the Incident folder, Fields, select RMA number, and drop it into the form. Then click Save. Next, we'll look at our changes in the user interface. Navigating back to the Service Desk console and opening a new incident, we can see the new RMA field. The last thing we need to do is update our counter by adding a business rule that will update the number field each time a new incident is created. Returning to the configuration console, select the breadcrumb link that will take you back to the incident business object and select Business Rules. Next, we're going to create a initialization rule. Initialization rules are business rules that the application executes when a business object, like an incident record, is created. First, select Add Initialization Rule. The initialization rule will activate a counter as soon as a new incident record is opened, regardless if that incident is saved or not. You could also select the Before Save rule, which creates the number only when the incident is saved. To learn more about business rules, check out the Business Rules course. Next, open the drop-down menu and select the RMA number field. Fill out the rule's name. Lastly, we need to add the correct syntax in the expression editor. To do so, select Functions in the toolbox, System Functions, GetNextCounter, not to be confused with the getCounter value.
Finally, enter in single quotes RMA number into the expression.
Click Save. A warning may appear telling you that the expression will be converted into a number value. This is what we want, so we'll hit Save one more time. Navigating back to the Service Desk console, refreshing the browser, and creating a new incident, we can see that the RMA number field has populated with a 1.